There's sound coming from the game. Oh, there's no sound coming from the game. Probably because I turned off game sound. Welcome! Finally! We're back to some Arknights, and it's the last day of the event, while tomorrow is going to be the first day of another event. So, two things in one go at a time. And for today, we are just going to be enjoying Where the Vernal Winds Never Blow. It's final day. That also means we have a major banner to be pulling for together with all of you guys in just a little bit. There's a few of you guys who asked me for some last day pulls, and then I will speak about some AK stuff, like some scheduling and whatnot. I have my curtains open. I'm lazy, so I'm not gonna close it. A special day where you get to see the triple doors after a while, I guess. Yesterday I had a very long day. If you watch yesterday's stream, I was mentioning how I was out like pretty much for quite a long time. Whether is it to go out to meet some friends, and then afterwards I was doing the stream yesterday, and then we went out again at the night. I enjoyed myself being able to watch an esports tournament live. Basically the Valorant competition that is happening right now, and honestly, there is a good chance that, like, after I am done with this esports competition that is VCT Champions, I might hold myself back from watching that much esports, because like it's very entertaining to watch them, and I think it's so entertaining to watch such things that time really passes really fast. You don't realize it. Like, it sucks up your soul to keep following through with the state of the competition. So at least I enjoy it quite a bit. It's kind of like my first experience watching World Cup. I watched World Cup for only one country. And it's not a country you guys expect. I'm talking about the recent World Cup. Does anyone have a clue what country I'm referring to? This is the only one country that made me stay up during the World Cup that happened like last year or 2 years ago. Does anyone even watch World Cup here? Or is everyone sleeping? Everyone's like, no, I gotta only have AK. Talking about the football World Cup. You all sleep? When was World Cup? Was it last year? I think it was last year. It was the one where Argentina won, right? Argentina won, yeah. But I didn't watch that. Last year, December. Okay. So, the one country that made me stay up for World Cup was Morocco. Because I wanted Morocco to win. I don't like powerhouse teams winning. That's my take in esports. Like, if you see me watch any esports, you see me in the future somehow cast any form of esports, I'm the kind of person who will always support like the underdogs. Underdogs are like my favorite. Because everyone's just hard rooting for the, oh, there's this guy, there's that guy, and then there's that one dude who's like, hi, I'm here to play, and then somehow makes it very far in the competition. So I think Morocco made me stay up, but afterwards I no longer stayed up. Like, I don't even think I stayed up for the finals, even though I know the finals was a very hype one. The whole Mbappe and Messi showdown, and then I think it came to the final few minutes to determine the winner, if I remember correctly. So it's fun. Like, watching sports is a scary, exciting, time-wasting experience, I would say. Like, you just get sucked into the whole competition mode. And that's exactly what you guys might feel 2 days from now. Because the Arknights Challenger series from Viper returns, right? 2 days from now. He's gonna do it again on 2 days for Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday is the qualifiers. I think that's until top 16. I think it's top 16, not top 32. So you'll be able to watch like quite a few matches. It's gonna be on for 2 to 3 hours. And for those matches, I will be there. I will be casting. So it's a bit different from the previous time that I did it with Viper, where it's like in between matches, we will talk about the maps, we will mention what's our plans and everything. But this time, instead, I will be the one to speak over certain rounds. So I hope to hype you guys up during the Challenger series, like 2 days from now, that I'll be the one to help you to be energized by the gameplay that's going on and like make it as intense of a feeling as possible. You like my outfit? My outfit is just what I bought this year. Like I'm in color, cause I had a photo shoot for my club, my CCA, as you call it in Singapore. And then they were like, "Oh, please wear some vintage clothing." I was out before this. I had to go for like a rehearsal of some sort. And yeah, that's why I buy this. It's a brown outfit. Yeah, I wore this when I was in America as well. So there's that. Do I have any predictions? Predictions for what? Challenges? I don't know. I'm not as aware of the teams. I mean, I support my own team because I'm in Waterless. But I'm not in Waterless as like a player, and I probably won't play for the team exactly. I think it's more like I will just enjoy being in the team, and if they ever need help, they are like, oh, they want some ideas and maybe get some from me as well. Yeah, I'll do that for them. But I won't play live because it's not my thing. I don't like speed running. So yeah, you'll probably only see me as an external supporting cast of Viper's challenges if he keeps doing. He's planning to do that every month anyway. So yeah. If some people are saying, do I have predictions for Valorant because of the fact that I'm like following that series so much, then I'm gonna say PaperX wins it all. That's as simple as that. Is that a prediction that I'm like super comfortable and I'll stick it in, lock it down? No, but yeah, let's just put it that they will win it. So there's that. Okay, shall we get to pools for today? Before we do pools, might as well do my own account first. Let's end it off on an 800. It's not that hard. I got a 400. And because of getting a 400 now, I don't even have triple chances tomorrow. This is so sad. Man. How about my free pool? My free pool's gonna be good, right? It's fine. 4 star, at least not a 3 star. Yeah, guest star matchmaking. Oh, you mean like a show match? Viper might do show matches in the future, and if there's a show match, I don't mind. I don't mind being within the show matches in order to play them. So yeah. How many people are pulling for today? 6, if my numbers are correct and that nobody else choose to ask for pools. So yeah. Alright. Let's... Okay, I have no more pools for myself, right? Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I also pulled for this. I always pull for guaranteed nowadays because I practically have every operator. I'm just trying to find my last 2 5 stars that I do not own. I have a very new project that I'm going on in AK right now. That is, I'm probably gonna build whatever characters that I want already because I practically have everyone. I recently worked on certain completed entries. Like there were certain operators that I left them hanging, I didn't entry them, and then now it's just finally I took the time to clean them up. So except a bit of a surprise one, I'm actually gonna entry her skill 1, even though the boost in the skill 1 isn't that impressive. It's only like a 25%, I think it's a 25% increase in attack, but I'm still gonna just take it anyways because I like using her skill 1 in IS. There was someone that I built M3 for. Saga. I did it on her skill 3. Which I also realized Saga's skill 3 doesn't feel very worth to build after like doing it. Because her skill 3 increased her attack from what I think is 100%. I think it was 100% at first. Or 110. And became 130. Which doesn't feel like it's a lot of an increase. So... Not what's with my voice, by the way? That's my voice cutting up. Not a huge fan of the M3, but I still did it anyways. Then there was another one that I did M3. Palas was quite recent, although it might be a month back. I did my lane already, which is fun. Also, my Chongyue is done. V hasn't got her M3 on her skill tree, so I'm going to work on that. And then I built a 6-star. I want to build Unecta's skill 3 and skill 2. Because both skill 3 and skill 2 are very good. Then at least this way I can understand Unecta's more. Unecta's is one of those people that when I don't M3 her like what she is right now, I find it very hard to justify when to use her. But I think with M3, there's going to be some reason. And I built Arketo. Because I got Arketo recently as well, right? I forgot how I got Arketo. I'll be honest. Was it a standard banner? Any stream watchers remember how I got this surprise Arketo? It was a banner, but I just don't remember which banner that I pulled. Then she was off banner, I was so shocked. Oh no, I put on the standard, is it? Gold Search Shop. Did I buy from Gold Search Shop? Flametail I got by roll. But I forgot about Arketo. I'm just shocked that I got Arketo, basically. So I built her skill tree, which I think is the fun skill for her because of the extended range. My voice is really cutting out. Am I losing my voice? I'm in the midst of losing my voice. This is sad. I didn't use my voice recently, did I? Did I eat anything wrong? Let me think. No, I don't think I did. I don't have whose skin? Arketo skin? I don't know if I bought it. Did I? Oh, I did. I'm surprised I bought it. I think I built No, I haven't built Blemish skill 3 yet. Feels like there's one more person that I built that I don't remember. But apart from the 6 stars, right, I'm also actually gonna go down towards the 5 stars and start building some of them as well. So that I can also make some feature for them. I think my next few videos are also gonna be a bit more interesting because like I wanna teach people synergy instead of just the individual operators themselves. Like I'm very eager to make a video on Ark so that people actually understand why he's useful. And I don't think enough people talk about Andraina, but Andraina I think is pretty good when you pair her together with the Abyssal Hunters especially. Then, like some of these 5 stars that you're seeing over here, I'm going to be E2ing a few of them for the sake of gameplay. 4 stars as well, I'm just going to E2 them. Because I think I played IS to the point where I would love if I have that 4 stars that's at E2, so that when I recruit them, I won't feel like it's such a waste of, oh, I just bought this for 2 hope, and then I can't seem to make them better than what they are. Because some 4 stars, when you E2 them, and if they've got some M3s in play, they're pretty damn good to use in IS. It's very fun to play them, and they're cheap to invest in. Between IS2 and IS3, which one do I enjoy more? IS2, I think I enjoy IS2 more because IS3 has more stages that takes me off than IS2 does. Like, there are certain enemies in IS3 that I just hate seeing them. Like, I don't like this thing and this thing. Especially the flying one. I really don't like this one. But I would say I also find the light mechanic in IS3 very painful to deal with. Okay, let me just put forth though. If you talk about IS3 normal difficulty, I think IS3 is a lot more fun. I would say. The ability to re-roll the shot so you feel like you got more control. The ability to like roll for good fortune. And the fact that they treat you well if you don't leak anything. So I think normal mode in IS3 is very, very nice. Better than IS2. But if I talk about hard mode, IS3 stresses me out quite a lot. Yeah, because the amount of RNG once you hit hard mode starts to get frustrating. You know, normal mode is perfectly fine. Is what I will say. I don't know about IS4. IS4 is already released in CN. I heard there's some things about it that makes it more pain as well, but yeah. In terms of SSS, by the way, because we played SSS for a while, and I think it's going to refresh soon, right? When's the next refresh? 5 days. I just like to mention that this... Is it this? Let me check. Yes, this. I think this stage is shit. After I played it for a while, I realized this stage is a lot harder to cheese than this stage is. Like, this is more 1 6-starable than this is. Like, even when I'm going Gnosis, Suzu, and like Mudrock, for example, I'm still having problems with it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the Akahualan jungle. Of course, this is a read outer stage, but yeah, just pain. This is a fine stage. This is very, very giveaway. So if you want to like farm, I don't know what are you all using to farm, because it's only like the first month of the new edition, but I would say this is probably the better stage to farm, because the other one is just bleh. Alright, anyways, let's get to pulling. I will go into the first person's account. First person is Trap. In the line. Oh, all of you who have requested for pools, please send me your mail. Yeah, I get the SSS hard mode medal. There's no hard mode medal. I got a Texas Outer poster. It's not official. This poster is not official. Who's after Trap? So we've got Paolo, Elise Phoenix, Li Hua, Drago, and Ryugi. Hopefully, y'all get some closing good pulls.
Arknights.
Hard mode medal is for clearing it. Oh, then I probably gotten it already, because I cleared both. How many pulls are you giving me? I don't know how many pulls are you giving me, but I know your instructions said just give you 1 Chongyue. And then we can dip. So I gave you double 5 stars at first. You just put a Saga. You told me that. You sent me a screenshot. You said you got Saga from the banner. It's okay. You can get Chongyue from the banner as well. It might take a while. Trap, you gotta mention to me how many pools you want, yeah? Like how deep we going into this, but let's just say not so deep, okay? Like finger dip into water deep. Okay. Double 5 stars. Another good one. Okay. Are you entering pity? Maybe entering pity. This is not pity yet because he got a 6 star already. So yeah, after this is pity. Is that a new Shaman? Not a new Shaman. Alright, pity. The question with pity is how many 6 stars will the game say you deserve? You deserve a brand new Chongyue. I'm done. Bye-bye. How come there's so much faith in me doing the pulls? Like, I get very, very nervous pulling for any of you. We're going 300 pulls for Dusk. Oh, okay, these pulls are fun. The next one, 300. If this thing right here expands itself, I don't know, just say that there's something in my house or something. And that thing is called Wind. It's the Kaze in my name. Okay, Paolo is next, and 300 pulls. I like the sound of that. Let's do 300. Although, we could even cut it down to less than 300, so long as we grab you Dusk early, right? So, that's what we want. So he's only done 3 pulls.
Captain of Reserve Up Team A1. My team and I will do our best.
Crypton's not giving away, so that's fine. An early Dusk. Wait, complete the banner along with the Dusk in that 10 pool. That will be impressive. Wouldn't it? Just give this man, award this man with a 666 star. And that 666 star is sweet. No, I'll scream sweet when we get that, but we got one first. Okay, the brothers in the house. And then we need a rat to accompany, like a pet. Pet rat. Okay. Okay, at least you're getting 5 stars here and there. I don't know if you're getting new 5 stars. I should be taking notice if you're getting new 5 stars, because you said that you wanted new ones. Like, that's a new one. What wait, hold on. How do I know which are new? Oh, Tuye is new. Fire Whistle is new. Oh no, Tuye is just voice lines. So Flint was a new 5 star. Aye, okay. If we can get you any new 6 stars along the way, also great. Oh, Lei Zi is also a new 5 star. So your collection rate is going up, my friend, Paolo. Will we get 23 pulls? We'll get kind of 23 pulls during the Monster Hunter. I think it's 20. Okay, blue bag. That's fine. We've got a lot of 5 stars already. I think this is a 6 star bag? No. Double Pity. Not that sweet. Double Pity... Double 6 stars? Boom. Oh! Another one. Okay, let's continue. Back to back, back to back. Okay. Is Blue Poison new? I'll be surprised if Blue Poison is new. Okay, it's not. You might get a clean Fire Whistle Pot 6. Ooh. Triple Pity. It's not nice. What? Okay, at least the Saga's new, but like... Huh? Fine, fine, fine. The Saga's new at least. I just don't like the fact that we just got the 3 6 stars as a 1 in 60. If you guys haven't realized. Like 180, we've only got 3 6 stars. That's not fantastic. So hopefully the final 120 pulls are redemptions. Okay. Boom. That's sock poo. No feet. It's just sock. Damn it, Lin doesn't like my sock. Oh my god. What is your luck in general on your account, Paolo? Okay, at least it's a new Manticore. Okay, that's nice. Quadruple pity? Oh! Oh! I have so little 6-star chances in this pools. Wait, how am I getting to 300 pools by the way, Paolo? Where are you? Am I buying this? In limited, your luck is actually very good. Oh, my bad. Must be the CNY banner problems. Oh, pool with OP, not cert, for sure. Okay. Back to back. Give me like 3 6-stars behind. How do I magically spawn multiple 6-stars in 50 more pools? Okay, let me do some singles first. So that we round it up.
Captain of Reserve Op Team A6.
I seem to have traded my luck with Viper. I mean, the previous front few days pools weren't too bad, right? There were some people who were misses, there were others who actually had it well, so
Captain of Reserve Op Team
we'll see.
A6. Orchid reporting in. Are you the doctor?
Singles not hitting.
Your face is beat
I
red.
use recruitment permit first.
Let's just...
What do you mean recruitment permit?
Konnichiwa.
What recruitment permit?
Kodenko desu.
So, hello, OP all the way, yeah, I'm assuming. I'll take it slow this time. Let's see if we can cook up a few 6-stars. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, someone's bound to not have a good time, but... Is that a new executor? It's not a new executor. Sucks. Then I'll do your remaining pools in OP, alright? Because you mentioned just to do it with OP. Let's go. Ay, Christ. The outfit's not doing it. Not the right color for it. What's the chance that there's a new 6-star? Like, one of the 3 siblings that is not Chongyue. Ready? Lin. Okay. I have an unfortunate statistic, Paolo. This might be my worst 300 I've done. I'm so sorry, but like, I think this is the harshest 300 I've done. It's the first time I got someone who had all 5 of the 6-stars in pity. It's a very, very bad statistic. I'm so sorry for that, but like, at least I got you your Chongyue and Lin. And a new Saga, and a few new 5-stars. How many new people did I give to him? Let's see. I got him 4 new 5-stars. Less 5 so doesn't count. And 3 new 6-stars. Pain. I hope to give you some better pools in next time. 5 6-stars. I feel like these are the kind of pools that will make people feel like, oh, Arknights gacha is shit. Like some of you are like him now, where it's not just this banner. You're gonna say every banner looks exactly like what I just showed. You're forever in pity. You're not just in pity, you're in hard pity. You get 6-star at 80 pools. Elise Phoenix, hold please. Oh wait. Okay. No, Elise Phoenix is not having his pools because he said he got both Chongyue and Lin on free pools. Imagine. Guys, imagine. His message reads, I got Chongyue on the 4th day of free pool and Lin on the 5th day of free pool. Can't be you. So Li Hua, you're next. See, luck in AK is weird, isn't it? You get some people who's like 300 pools still not getting what they want. Then someone who casually gets everything in 5 pools. Hey, we have 3 more people left to pool for. One of you asked, is it okay to pin your mail when you are messaging me? So you can, if you dare to, like to save your mail in your private chat. Although I always ask people to delete. My only reasoning of why to ask you guys to delete is I don't know. Like, I don't want my account to be compromised, but like, you get the idea of, I fear that one day that happens, and then people just skim through my private chat, and then they're like, oh, there's this email, there's that email. You know, that sort of thing. So it's like a precautionary measure to delete your mail. But if you don't mind, you don't really care, then yeah, you can just leave it there. Alright. What is my goal here, Li Hua? I'm assuming complete the banner. That's the simplest goal to reach. Does that complete the banner? Am I done? Am I going for Lin? $70 pools? You mean go in 70 pools deep? Does that are you sure? Are you sure? Done? Finish. Okay. Close shop. Go home. Bye bye. The problem of gacha, man. People are having the time of their life or other people are not. Why can't I copy your mail properly? The spoiler tag be screwing with me. Ryugi, your turn. Last person was a sacrifice? Yeah, it kind of feels like it. Oh wait, no, it's Drago next. My bad. It's okay, Ryugi, I already requested for code, so I'm putting you first and then Drago will go last. Any more people requesting for pools? Okay, by the way, I'm not taking in Monster Hunter pools yet because I don't know when the Monster Hunter banner is. I suspect it's in September, but I don't really know. So I will probably take in Monster Hunter banner pools 2 weeks from now, towards the end. Like, I'll let you all know that I'm taking in pools and then you all can start requesting from below my message instead. Because I've hit the problem where I don't tell you guys when I'm okay to take it in the stream request. So a lot of you just request and then I end up chasing old messages, because it's my fault for not mentioning when I'm taking in requests. And then I had to hunt for the first person who mentions the banner. Yeah, chill buy pools will come first. So I need to take that in. Yeah. Anyways, what's the goal? Complete the banner again. So you got a Proviso. Is that a new Proviso? No, it's not a new Proviso. You probably will receive someone new while you're watching my stream, Mr. Ryugi. Have you not gotten your 6-star yet in this banner? Or you're getting it now? Oh, you probably got a 6-star, unless you're in Heart Pity. What is going on? Wait, where was your 6-star? What the flip did you get? Why are you at 74? Bro? Ryugi? Have you gotten a 6-star? Have you gotten a 6-star? In the banner? You haven't gotten a 6-star in the banner? What? What the fuck? You're at 74! What the shit? Yeah, this is an impossible number to reach. So what's the rate of a 6-star now? 2% times 24. 48. Are you at 50%? You're at 50% chance to get a 6-star! What? I tell you, wait, let me just mention this. If you don't get a 6-star in the next 10 pools, you are fucked! Ready? God. You got it at 75. Are you trying to get Lin? Done? Done? No Lin, no Lin. You don't believe the next one is a 6-star? You don't think you just got the hardest pity only for the next one to be a 6-star again? Oh. Boring! Bye-bye. Rego, your turn. Woo! What a sneeze. No, those 9 pools are fine. Those 9 pools gave him a new fire whistle. I mean, who knows? Maybe I do those 10 pools and another 6-star appears. Right? Things that we will never know about this game. Problems with gacha. We're ending off with someone requesting for a Chongyue.
Arknights.
Okay, let's go in. Feels like I don't have a lot of pools to play with. Have you gotten Lin? Oh, Lee's the new operator that you got from the banner. So you got a Lee and now you're hunting for a Chongyue. Okay. The question at hand is how far does it take? Oh, maybe not so far after all. Ah. Where do we go from here? Continue? It's a new one. Okay, at least it's a new one, but how much more do you want to enter this? Goal? Oh dear me. He wants the Chongyue, and he gets the Chongyue! No! No, I think the Quirkers must be new. Oh, both the Quirkers and the Istina are new. Double news, 5 stars. Now, where do we go? How's the certs doing? Oh, the certs are not doing great. How do we do this? Green cert? Green cert is copium. Is it not? What, do you have 2 more? Oh, you do. Oh, okay. Just buy 1. Hope that is good. Oh. You are 30 off for the next 6 star. What to do? OP? OP? You're going there? For real? Okay. Don't dig deep. Don't destroy the original mine. How many 5 stars? 20 more pools. Continue? How many? Third one. We take it slow. Readies. And it is... You're a winner! You're won! Cry tears of stress, bro. Congrats. First hero is new also. GG, indeed. GG, good game. We are out of there. We're out of all the banner pools. Whew. Alright. No more pools, right? I have no more stress to deal with. Very nice. We have survived. Okay, let me mention a few things about the coming week. So today's 10th August and it's the final day. Tomorrow I'll be back to stream again because we have Invitation to Wine rerun. So I'm gonna be making a news video anyways, but Virgin Kafka, edgy criminal, gross spider, wears her pants like Urkel, has black and white guns like some sort of Dante ripoff, never getting a skin, can't afford 2 of the same shoe. She doesn't wear 2 of the same shoe? Sassy gardener, beautiful bird, cool pair of giant scissors, matching shoes, Rubik's Cube with weird science stuff inside, cute holiday outfit. There you go. That real Kafka, guys. Exactly. I think the matching shoes is the biggest selling point. No other thing can compete with that. Okay, wait. I want to see... I haven't really watched this yet. Is there only 2 episodes of this? I said there's only 2. Hold on. Ow. Relax. What? Don't you trust me? He calls Chen Sir. Oh, this is the second one? Where's the first one? Oh, this is the first one. Ow. So, have anyone... Hold on, because I did not read the story. What is the lore or the theory behind why she holds a watermelon by the side? It's in her literal event outfit. Why does she have a watermelon? There is no lore? It doesn't make sense. What is the watermelon doing? Bro, imagine hanging a watermelon by your side every day, everywhere that you go. Your friend's like, oh my god, I'm feeling kind of thirsty right now. Could use something to drink. But a watermelon? That's exactly what she's doing right now. Little classic game. Good old watermelon splitting. You can get hit in blindfolded. You get the melon. Is that all? Easy. Could definitely be easy. Wait. How are you hanging it? Where are you hanging it from? Your shoulder. Bro, it's like, you know how girls of today, or more like girls of all the years, you all like to buy fancy handbag, got the Prada, got whatever brand, and like Lynn's just like, I no need no bag. I that's my bag. You know? Watermelon's the new fashion. Wait, so the watermelon is on the head of the doctor? What thinks this is safe? Hold on. What kind of stick is she using? That's a very odd position to hold a stick. But what kind of stick is she using? Oh. But you're the one who hit him. What's the continuation of the story? Wait, it can't just end there now, can it? Did it end there? It ended there? Why would you leave the story halfway like that? What? So that's how he died. So that's the lore of the game now. Doctor is actually dead. The doctor that you're playing right now is a replacement. Man. Okay, wait, I wanted to see the invitation to wine details. So it'll be open for a limited time from 11 August to 21 August. So you can get Cruise the Clean Glint again. No banner rerun. So there's a new skin. So 3 skins are rerunning. Ark, Nian, and Hang. Some of the oldest skins in the game right there. Surprised that they don't want to put these skins in the fashion review. Yeah, these 3 skins do not appear in fashion review. Meaning they don't rerun every 3 months. They only rerun once a year. Then there's the furniture. Is that it? Oh my god, do we have 2 boring weeks of Arknights incoming? Man! What? Okay. No, it's gonna be 10 days long. It's gonna be 10 days long and then we'll be 4 dead days behind. Or else. I mean, that's just what it is. I did see a very interesting animation that popped up recently, but I've got the name of the artist and it's on Twitter. And I'm more afraid to surf Twitter than I am to surf Facebook because Twitter is weird sometimes. Let me see. How's Twitter doing? Will I get banned? No. It's currently stuffed with Valorant because I'm following Valorant stuff. According to a recent interview with AK Planner and UI designer, Il Circusano was developed under a strict time limit, and the stage map UI is said to be an improvement to Saltifera Nevis, which is true, it's meant to be an improvement to Saltifera. You feel that. Lone Trail design drew inspiration from classic sci-fi such as Alien and Terminator. When was this? What do you think is the biggest challenge? Where is this? Read more. AK YouTube channel for part 2 of the animation, but I've already watched part 2 now, haven't I? Okay, wait, so... Whoa... 日线第3天 How do I read this word? 网络长访本次事件的第3站是上海 Is this 五角网络交集有限公司 Wait, so this they got interviewed by some Chinese media, it seems. Okay, wait. So they had an event. The event happened on 5th August. That was 5 days ago. So the staff, they got to chat. That's so. You see, this is the thing that I envy about Chinese Arknights, in terms of like their interactions with players and content creators or just the whole community in general. So just to translate this, they were just mentioning how basically they invited people down and they could just chat with the entire team of Arknights. Okay, not especially entire. It was more of the UI and the designers that got to be there. Yeah. Wait, let me read this again. 毕业于美术学院的校友阿福老师，侧从 Game Jam 开始讲述自己作为 UI 设计的工作经验，并以比萨若 What the frick is this word? 比萨若 No wait. 萨米若 What is this word? Sometimes Chinese is just so hard. 为力讲解 What's this I don't understand the sentence structure here. So let me just quickly translate to see what it says. Okay, so I mean, this is just mentioning that he was sharing his experience. Imagine being able to like casually enter the game's office. Oh. And then meanwhile, me being in America and I had a hard time to talk to American staff. Oh, I will not expose my story, but we don't talk about that, chat. Well, however, that my time was with Yosta in America. What are the majors of the two teachers when you were in college? As a UI teacher mentioned, I'm just going to fully translate. It might not be accurate, by the way, this is Google Translate, but let's just use this as a ground. If I think the translation is weird, I'll just translate back and I'll figure out what it's trying to say. So then, as the UI teacher mentioned just now, in fact, there is currently no major that fully corresponds to games in China. So I would like to ask, how did your professional knowledge during college help you in future work? Is that true? Is this true? China has no game design courses or studies that people can actually professionally take. Because I think that would be insane if that is actually true. That just means that what's the OG sentence? 实际上目前国内没有 Yeah, it's correct. They're trying to say that China doesn't offer game design studies. Yeah, I think it might just be a thing where maybe they just don't see too well of games. That's why it's not in school. So I myself studied video communication, which is what everyone knows as graphic design. As far as my major is concerned, in fact, we generally prefer traditional publishing industry. For the internet, it may correspond to web page art. In the end, not many people are engaged in game art. I personally feel that the help my major gave me in college is that my major gave me a better aesthetic view, especially the control of design. However, after I actually joined the work, I will find that, in fact, there is actually a big difference between making a good-looking graphics design, making a good-looking UI, and making a good-looking and easy-to-use UI. They understand. They understand. Like, okay, I just still need to... I'm not gonna say that AK has perfect UI, unfortunately. But we have good UI. That's one of the few things that I think AK can pride itself for. The UI is great. So, yeah. Majority falls under digital development. None of it is game development. Yeah, so that means China really doesn't support the gaming. I mean, they tend to not support. The only game that China supports on the international stage is LOL. Because for whatever reason, they're producing cracked players of LOL. And then now it's probably going to be Valorant. Riot Games have Wait. Is Riot Games the only international company that's properly penetrated the Chinese market? Valve? With what game? I know Monster Hunter also technically has success in China. Blizzard as well? Is Hearthstone popular in China? Dota 2 is kind of big. But not all games, you see. So, yeah. You guys don't have a dedicated game major, but we put game development under software engineering, computer science, and IT. I see you. World of Warcraft. China has their own Dota 2. The server is called Perfect World. What a server name. Ooh. There is no one who will teach you the difference. Hold on. So let me reiterate this line. The line reads, the difference in making a good-looking graphic design, a good-looking... Something doesn't sound... Wait, is that correct? 做一个好看的平面设计 做一个好看的 UI， 以及做一个好看又好用的 UI. Okay, no, it's correct. So they're trying to say that there's a difference between making a game that looks very pretty and a difference between a game that has a nice looking UI. But then there's also a difference between making a nice looking UI that's also easy to use. Which is very true. Like, you could have the best UI, but you still don't have the best art. You could have the best art in the game, and you don't have a comfortable UI. That's how it is. I think that's like the bar of games for me nowadays. That is, whenever I play a new game. Like, I do think that there's a lot of different visual aspects that needs to catch me. You know, I shouldn't be confused a lot of times when I play a game. That's one of the biggest pain points to a player. If they play a game, or it's the same thing as making a video. Whenever you make a creative product, like if you make something that people have a lot of questions at the start and they cannot find quick answers, you lose traction immediately. You know, it's like the whole idea of making a good YouTube video of, let's say the whole video is about me telling people why I like cookies. But then I spend 5 minutes to reach the cookies. Whereas the frontal 5 minutes is me talking about salad. That's like missing the point. So, same idea here. Like, you need to make a good UI that people immediately learn how to pick things up. But I just don't... So this is where I have a gripe with Arknights. That is, the game has progressed so far to the point where in their mind it's all about, okay, let's go for the next event mechanic, let's go for the next game idea. Let's improve operator sorting. Let's make it such that in the gameplay they see a bit more numbers, a bit more details, they can see the talent trait. I just don't know why the very start of the game is uncared for. Which I'm referring to the tutorials. I wish Arknights overhauled their tutorials and made the tutorials clearer and easier to follow. It's like, it's the thing that players first see. You can improve everything in the back part of the game, but why is the earliest player journey not an improvement? Is what I don't understand. So, yeah. Maybe they said that it's hard to get new players by now. That's not true. There are still new players. I think the issue now is there are still new players, but not fixing early portion of the game just makes drop-off happen so easily. So, yeah. If it ain't broken, why fix it? That's not wrong. It's not broken. It's not like it's a mega game issue. But to me, it's an issue. Like, because people are not, retaining themselves in the game. Practice such as participating in internships, participating in game jam activities. After various practices, you gradually master some of the intermediate experiences and summarize your own set of methodologies. This is great. The whole idea of keep doing what you do to get yourself better and better. You wanna become something, just keep doing it. Find opportunities to do it. Don't have to do the same thing all the time. So that's great. My undergraduate degree is information engineering. My master's degree is an overseas computer major. The game planning itself does not have a particularly strict professional subdivision. Although these games like Design Now, some overseas college such as USC has similar majors. However, planning does not limit majors because, in fact, I've seen archaeology doing planning. There is no complete definition of profession suitable for planning in the industry. Okay, feels like he's repeating what I was trying to say either just now or sometime before. That is, there are certain... actually this reminds me of the fact that I do YouTube and Twitch. One of the reasons why I don't like being in school or being in university is there's certain skills that is just applicable. Yeah, I have a Discord server. You could try to ask people for help there. Try to find the helpers, those guys with the thumbs up who give you good advice because they have good advice. Then, if I'm around, I will answer your questions. But yeah. So, there are certain skill sets that I just personally feel like it's so transferable. So, a lot of things that students who are in business, where they learn about models, how to attract customers, how to make customers stay, what's the customer journey, like, you might learn that as a computing student, a programmer. Especially if you do web design, you do UI. You can't make UI without caring about the fact that the UI is a very strong factor to get people interested in whatever the product is. And like as someone who makes videos and whatnot, it's the same thing. I need to understand what makes people tick, what makes people come in and say, I want to watch this video. And then when they're in the video, I want to watch it for even longer. Like, there's a lot of these nuances that is just so transferable anywhere. So even if you have like a psychology profession, even if you have like a computing profession, something entirely abnormal like architecture, which is a lot rarer, but people still do study that, law. It's, as long as you study well and you get the skills from it, honestly, you could do a lot of other things. Certain things in school isn't that transferable, I must say though. Like, if you are into the deep end of computer science, you might end up getting a specialized job. Because those are for like a category of jobs that only you guys who studied that can take. That sort of thing. Going back to my personal point of view, first of all, I personally like playing games. After entering university, I also considered my career. At that stage, I was also hesitant about what kind of career I would choose. I thought about being an algorithm engineer as or a programmer or something else in the past. In the end, I think game planning seems to be good because this is something I like. I think it's acceptable to turn a hobby into a job. And then I went to a company for internship. After the internship, I felt that I was happier overall. I think game design can bring a greater sense of value and achievement. It requires a variety of creative ideas and coordination skills in all aspects. It is a very comprehensive profession, so I personally like it very much. As for the influence of my personal major on me, in fact, I think personally think that there's several main points. Firstly, the underlying logic and program logic of the computer are actually relatively clear. The second is my logical thinking and mathematical ability, which also brought me by long professional training. Third, although my major is information in engineering, itself has little to do with game design. It has some models that guides my work. Yeah, I agree with all of that. Even if I were to say that I don't want to study what I study now, I'm not saying that whatever I study is complete useless. It's cool. Certain models to understand, certain systems, certain thinking logics. So there's that. I would like to ask the art teacher, we all know the art style of Arknights is quite unique. Many people call it, what the hell is boat taste? That doesn't sound quite correct. 很多人称为周味风格. Here's the problem. 周味 definitely sounds like boat feels. But what does that even mean? 周味. Is that a Chinese slang? Yeah, or are they word playing with the 明日方舟, the 周 of the game's name? Maybe they're doing that. So they're saying just a way to identify that it's Arknights. Something unique about it, like in terms of the art style, sense of science fiction and the future. Then you say that you will try new styles for each different event. How do these new art styles integrate with the previous styles into a whole? In fact, it is like this. First of all, before we do a certain activity, we find some corresponding cultural works and find the contradictions in real life to determine the visual tone of the current activity. In terms of the tone above, it is only a general direction, and many further details will definitely be considered in the specific design to determine is this the art style, so does it fit the game. As far as I'm concerned as an arts designer, we actually have some implicit connections, such as fonts. if you look closely, you'll notice that the fonts of Arknights are actually just a few fixed ones. And the graphics, there will always be some smaller details on it. We do not just... We will not do some particularly complicated designs, such as a pattern in the game. We will not design it more functionally, but we'll only use it as a pure decoration. However, the connection between various activities and the main body of Arknights still emphasizes a kind of commonality. I personally think that it's the commonality of those underlying logic and design that is there. So I guess the similarities in the way that they design certain stories and characters that reminds you that this is Arknights. Something that I wanted to make into a video. Some people are feeling that Arknights, are they taking a step back in terms of game design? Because some people may not be a fan of like the recent Ayer Alter, along with Swire Alter. But the event's already released, and I now think the focus of the game no longer seems to be who the new characters are. It feels like the game is now focused on story delivery. I don't deny. Like, I think Arknights is shifting the meta of their game. Because I think they themselves also understand that it's gone to the point where you play so much of this game that you have all the strong characters, right? You have the limited characters, you have the busted metas, you have some fun supports. You already have so many different playstyle in the arsenal, and yet each time you can only bring 12 operators. SSS brings it up a notch, it's 28 operators, and then afterwards, if you play IS and you play Reclamation, they're also very, very different. So it seems like they're now creating events for the sake of the story, is what I feel. Like, I'm completely surprised that after the whole summer event came out, So Long Adele, it's summer, right? And it's a story that's held in Dorsalus, if I'm not wrong. But it suddenly became a Litanian story. I hope I'm getting my facts right. That it was a Dorsalus event, but it suddenly became an entire lore about Litania. Oh no, sorry, it was a Siesta. So yeah, I think that's just the new focus that they're going for. And maybe players need to realize that this is the dev's way of just saying, we're not saying, it's not that we're running out of ideas or we don't want you to pull more. It's just, we want you to enjoy the creativeness of the game. So, yeah. You think it's the way to expand the story in AK? I just wonder how Enfield is going to be. Is Enfield really the sequel of Arknights? Is it a spin-off of Arknights? Like, we know that it's in the same planetary environment. But how close is it to the current Arknights that we see? Are we gonna... For sure, it feels like there's a certain linkage, but where does it link? So, honestly, seeing this shift, right, I kind of want to have that refocus on both my streams and the YouTube to actually go and read out more about AK story and, you know, put out a bit of lore. I know what... Okay, let me just put it forth. I also do have a fear of doing lore videos. Like, once I finish reading, I'm definitely going to start understanding the world a bit more, understanding the character, what goes on in the background. But then it's going to make me start to theorize certain things about the game as well, because there's definitely clues in the story. You know, if people say that Five Nights at Freddy has the deepest lore ever, that MatPat needs to make 200 videos out of FNAF, or maybe he's reached 300, I wouldn't even know. Like, I think he can probably do way more with Arknights. So I would love to make that level of AK videos to actually get people interested in the story. But I also know there are equally invested people into the Arknight story that when they see people making such videos and having the wrong info, they'll like come after you like a pack of wolves. But I hope that when I do such a thing, that people understand where I come from. That is, my goal once I start making all of those story videos is I don't just want people to understand the story of the game, but to also find out that, hey, there's actually very, very interesting things to see it. Oh yeah, I'm well aware of the new community app. It's not released yet, right? It's about to be released. I will look at it when it gets released. The community app is such that it's supposed to be a global thing. Like, I think global also has a section in the community app. I'm not fully sure, but I feel like my memory says it was meant to be for all servers. No? Only CN? Oh, that's too bad. There's too much BS lore theories because of the mistranslation of CN events. The pain to deal with people taking theories as fact. Then you all as the reader suffer every time when new event come out. I won't. So the thing is, I probably won't follow CN storyline at all. I'll just follow with what we have on global when discovering the story of AK. And I think rather than to put out videos or streams of stories that people understand, I actually rather read the character stories. I think there's just so much hidden details in the game. You know, like imagine being able to talk about the history of Firewatch, of Project Red into a video, and then showing you how they had interactions in certain events. Those are very, very cool to do. So yeah. Why do you think that the Sierra Cusano was a very tight timeline? What forced Sierra Cusano to be a very tight timeline? When was Sierra Cusano for CN? It was in November, right? Or October? What events did they have before Sierra Cusano? It was Moina? Was that CC? CC 10, I think. CC 10 was before that. The CC 11 came after. Oh, IS 3 was around. Maybe the timeline was tight because they had so many ideas going on. Because they had to release IS3, they had to release recommendation algorithm. Because recommendation algorithm was probably in the works during Sierra Cusano. And then they had to prepare for CC fake ways. They might be designing the end of CC at that point already. Because I think Sierra Cusano was a stream where they announced CC's ending. So there was probably more in-office discussions for that as well. And then they probably had to arrange the Monster Hunter collab. It's a lot of work. Yeah, I think fine. Yeah, Sierra Cusano was probably a high time for Arknights because they had to plan. You can't just think about it as, oh, all the events before is what they have to work on. Because they also have the events after that they have to work on. It'll be split into small challenges, each including integrated strategy, each new gameplay, and the biggest challenge is how to make the overall quality stable and interesting. Because stability and fun sometimes is a paradox. In research and development, sometimes creativity represents uncertainty, but we need to produce it stably. It involves not only a pure planning part, but also the entire process management. Yeah, okay. Something to mention about Arknight's stage design is that I think I had this discussion with Zyra where we were saying Arknights has hit the point where designing a new stage is not very simple anymore. Because there's only so many mechanics that you can do, right? The newest boss has already shown us the craziness of a boss that constantly spams defenders. And that's how they want to like peak in AK. Which, it's a bit messy. I describe it as that. It feels like we're gonna get a lot more bosses that can spawn enemies. It's like a new meta of bosses nowadays, right? We got that in SSS as well, and I think, well, you don't get that in the Aya event, but it's still pretty damn painful. So like, with so much that they can do, I think one of the toughest questions to like think about as a player is like, when will AK hit the brick wall of a innovation as a tower defense scheme? You see, they've created so many different units, different mechanics, different personal operators that it's like, will we just hit a point where the stages just no longer feel fresh? It's a trouble that I find. But it is still like a... Yeah, I'll put AK as a golden standard of tower defense games that so many people in the world still hasn't discovered it yet. So yeah, I hope to have more people finding out about AK in time to come. Oh well, that was a fun interview to read. But it kind of dodged my objective of what I was trying to do, which is I want to see both any recent updates of AK, and then I want to do a calendar with you guys. Oh yeah, this one's very cool. PRTS Wiki is now being sponsored by Arknights community app, which also means PRTS Wiki is official and stays forever. But this skin is freaking good. I wasn't that much of a fan of it when I first saw it, but like after a while I'm like, yeah, I'm getting that. Yes. The thing is weird. No, I don't think it's weird. I think it's actually pretty damn good. Okay. What? Kani Pala got a merch in CN? Easy. Oh my gosh, the boy got a merch. Okay, so let's get to my calendar. Where are we? We are in Invitation to Wine rerun. Did I ever write IS DLC? Because there is info on IS DLC. Hold on. Let me go and search up these guys. Twitter. Am I writing it wrong? Eh? Am I writing this Waijun guy wrong? I think you all know who I'm referring to. Oh, I'm not writing it wrong. Apparently I have to caps his name. Okay, that's weird. Liverpool? No wonder. If you prefer someone over someone else, then you always go for the one that you prefer. Have I heard about Affogato Tower Defense? For Tower Defense, their innovations are crazy. I have heard about Affogato, so I look forward to their stuff to come. Okay, let's see. So, Trials for Navigator 2 and reclamation algorithm are not preloaded, but there is a standard hit hunting on the 18th of August. 18th of August. Okay, no, that sounds correct. Wait. Is it? Yeah, that sounds correct. So the news so far is that yeah, we get it on 22nd. But that's the same date as reclamation algorithm. Are we getting reclamation algorithm late? Is that it? Because it doesn't make sense that IS is preloaded but not reclamation. Ooh. What's this? Wait, what? Okay, we will find this out. During the AI event, there was a new type of damage. Was there? He's saying that so there's damage. There's elemental damage. There's a oh, IS4 has a new type of damage. What the heck is that? Well, I guess they're still innovating then. Elemental damage new no more. Elemental resistance for enemies. Why does enemies get elemental resistance? What's the purpose of that? Wait, the new IS4, huh? Wait, you are kidding me. Who is this unit? What's her name? Varlakvin. The next attack deals a certain amount of attack as arts damage and another amount of attack as necrosis damage. We're getting necrosis damage? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, that changes the game. We are gonna get 4-star variants of this thing. Like all these elemental stuff, I think we're gonna see 4-star variants. After the necrosis damage accumulation is full, the enemy will be inflicted with 50% weaken and take 800 elemental damage per second, but gradually recovers over its duration. What's weaken? Reduce target's attack. Whoa. So if we get... Isn't there a type of damage, elemental damage in the game, where it stops someone from using their abilities? If that type of elemental damage can be inflicted back onto... I mean, what's the point of introducing that if there's silence in the game? That's pointless. Does it make sense for our operators to have burn damage? Like burn as a skill you can inflict? What are our 3 types? Oh no, there's also corrosion damage. Wait! Oh, my brain has exploded. We could totally use some corrosion damage operators in our game. Bro, corrosion damage will be a big meta. Because corrosion damage, what it does is that when you apply it onto an enemy, it reduces their defense. Because what it does for currently, when you receive corrosion damage in the game, right, the defense always gets cut by 100. So if you can always inflict corrosion onto someone, like an enemy, you are just downing their defense. And that will be like a new CC meta of just, oh shit, trap the boss there, down his defense, throw everyone at him. Okay, yeah, I hope for some corrosion damage. I mean, I'm shocked that they care enough to put elemental onto our operators. Like, that's big. Okay, whatsoever it is, so yeah, now I'm stuck in this prediction phase of when are we even getting these events? I'm assuming there's a break because the event is only preloaded until 22nd. I think the next event happens here. But there's a big problem, so I need to shift. A Death in Chunfen, Guiding Ahead rerun. Monster Hunter Collab certainly happens in September. It's when of September? Guiding Ahead rerun immediately jumped into Monster Hunter Collab right after, even though there's a Fear Meta banner going on. Oh yeah! Oh, I forgot to mention this. Something that is a bit ridiculous with the way that CM ran their banners during this point in time. The Fear Meta banner and the Shield Buy banner ran on top of each other for 1 week. Like, they were completely overlapped. So if you want both Fear Meta and Shield Buy, I'll just say that your savings are going to be in tears. Just because of that. Yeah. What thing, please don't go? Why did two of you just write please don't go? Oh, it's an ad song. What ad did you all receive? Now there's a third person saying it. Samsung ads with Genshin on it. Does it look good of an ad? Oh, it's introducing a new Samsung Flip. Oh. But yeah, this overlaps for a whole week, is what I was trying to say. So a bit unfortunate for anybody who wants both Fear Meta and Shield Buy. Probably might want to mention that in the video so that people are aware. Then I guess, yeah, it will just be like this. Monster Hunter Collab happens. Then we get CC. Oh wait, we just conquered Fake Waves, right? So we are on the route to the final CC 12. Then Chapter 12, then Stultifera. We might get Lone Trail first. Before Stultifera. Lone Trail, Pinch Out, Lingering Echoes, Porters the Escapismo. Wonderland. So Wonderland is confirmed on the 17th. This is... Okay, no, Wonderland is called So Long Adele. So Long Adele. Definite. Ideal City rerun is happening right after that. And then there's supposed to be a Black Steel event, right? That Black Steel event goes until somewhere here. There's also a new CC, which is called... Why do they keep changing the names of their events? What is the brand new CC called? It's not even called Pinch Out anymore. It's called something else. I don't remember. What weird name did they give? There was a name. Anyone recalls that CN live stream? It's not called Pinch Out. It's got a new name again. It's the second time that they've got a new name.
It will become
Formulative Battler. What the frick is that name?
right, guys.
时间为今
So
晚
at least
9
yeah,
点。
it's good.
全新玩法也即将上线。
Design of Strife. Whatever the name of that event is, I don't know. It's a weird name. Design of Strife. Or DOS, whichever that you want to call it. Is this supposed to happen first, or is this... Wait, let me see the order. Oh no, the DOS event is supposed to happen first. Then the Black Steel event happens after, and then there's chapter 13. Okay, so in that case, kaboom. But no, I use City Mirror must be there. This Design of Strife goes up. Black Steel event goes down. CN has not announced their next event, have they? I'm like not following through with Arknights CN events. Hold on. Arknights CN events. So long Adele is until 22nd. That's so far away. Oh wait! Did I forget to put an event in between? What does the escapismo is this one? Lingering Echoes rerun. I put it here. Wait. Wait. Wait, Cookie, you're trolling. You're trolling. This comes first. Then this comes second. Flip. Like that. Right? Wait, they overlap? Huh? What is Arknights doing? Hold on, it's not a good thing that these events overlap, right? Lingering Echoes was a major story. Is this a major story? No! No. Is this the first ever event where the shop overlaps? Is it time? Have we finally hit the age of Arknights where the shop overlaps? Oh my goodness. 3 players are crying. 3 players be shaking. Where do I put my sanity pack? I make the same complaint every year. We never overlap our shops though. So yeah. I'm gonna assume we won't overlap, so I'm just gonna put it like that. Because I guess Yostar is nicer on that aspect. So you notice there's a 1 week break here. So this is enough time for like Yostar to, I don't know, push their event forward or backward to pace as they wish. I mean, they can even do Lone Trail here because, you know, Stultifera has nothing going on for these 4 days. Okay, whatever that is. So yeah, we'll get this event on the correct date. Ideal City, Design of Strife, a Black Steel event, and then we're supposed to get Chapter 13. Chapter 13. For 2 weeks. Which probably has Horderer inside. Somewhere like that. I don't think the luminary of stars, like this among the luminaries thing is that important. I wonder if we'll get this event. This is the second event that I don't even know if we're ever going to see it. What do y'all think? Do you think this will come to global? IS3 and Texas event also the same event, but that's fine because you don't use sanity for IS3. They traded one Amia skin for the other. Wasn't it just skin and no stages? Yeah, it's skin only. It's skin and furniture. And a pack. Yeah, it's this skin. It's a beautiful skin. Guys, it's you cannot tell me it's a fantastic skin. No? Just me? The stronger skins of AK. They'll probably come to global. My issue is they collab with a Chinese company, which makes it less likely. It's literally China's space station, by the way, if you're wondering. Like, who did they collab with? So they need the permission of China's space station to like. It's not the space station per se. It's their. What the hell do you call that? Observatory. Yeah, they collab with an observatory. So apparently I'm missing a few events. I didn't put this in my calendar. Suddenly I'm trying to remember her name. Typhoon's name. Yeah. That's a very hard name to write. Wait, do we even have the time? What the hell? What? What? Wait, I still need to squeeze 2 events. Bro. Oh, green Savat. What the heck? How do I write this? Savatar. Oh, how do I write that word? Typhon feels purple, but I probably can't choose purple, so I'm just going to do that. Actually, no, this is a 1 week event. It's a short event. And I still need to put Dorothy rerun. Oh. Dorothy. Rerun. Which this lasts for 10 days. Wait, why can't I click? Oh no, it lasts until here. 10. What color did I give Dorothy's rerun? Sorry, Dorothy's vision the previous time I did this blender. I gave it blue. I gave it lavender blue, which is the exact same color as this. Google, add more colors. I need more colors, Google. I'm running out of colors. I'll give it this color. Oh my. Help, guys, help. How? We're already in April. I'm pretty certain there's another event that's supposed to rerun. And Obscure Wanderer does not rerun. Legend of Duos hit. Wait! Hold on. The 9-colored deer login reran, right? They said they're gonna rerun it, but we don't know when. But it's not an event. Do you think Luo Xiaohei will rerun? If they rerun 9-colored deer, wouldn't they rerun Luo Xiaohei? They said that they will rerun 9-colored deer. Mini event, yeah, you're not wrong. Mini event doesn't rerun. But I feel like they will give people the opportunity to get Luo Xiaohei again. Maybe that will happen at some point. But let's not count that. Near Light rerun, chapter 11. Hold on, can anyone remind me, did we really get a gap between chapter 11 and Yosuru Kusano? It's been a long time. Does the calendar hold true? There was a big gap. This is what we screwed our schedule for. Okay, then in that case, honestly, I probably just got like a year's ahead of schedule. So, Annabelle. Limited banner event. Will this be 2 weeks? 3 weeks, sorry. Yeah, I think this will be 2 weeks. Alright, let's relook at this schedule once again from where we are. So, the event ends today, if not you count tomorrow, depending on where you stay. At my region, it's tomorrow. So that's why I put it until here. And then we get invitations to when we run. Following on, there will be reclamation algorithm. I'm betting that reclamation algorithm happens at the end of this month. If they delay it, it will probably be in September. But they need to run trials for Navigator for sure. So I'm just going to keep it as it is like that. Then we'll get Death in Chun Fen, which is Chill by Banner, followed by Guided Hit rerun. I'm suspecting there's some overlap here. Just the same way that CM did it. So endure this time of seeing 2 banners run at the same time. Then you'll get Monster Hunter Collab at the end of the month. CC12. And there might be a break. I suspect after Monster Hunter Collab there is a break. But I'm just gonna squeeze it for now. Then chapter 12. You'll get Stouty Farah Nevis. And then you get Lone Trail. After that, you get Pinch Out, which is the CC. There's okay, this one also has a chance that it gets shifted down. If they don't want to have an overlap situation. But I'll just put it like that for now. Then you get Executor Outer. Again, there might be a break. I just don't know what's with Yostar's love of putting a break after every CC event, but they just do that. And then Lingering Echoes. Yeah, so I've given enough space for there to be a break. Somewhere in this schedule, there can be a break. Just don't know where. And then we'll get the Sheep event. So you will not see Typhoon this year, basically. Typhoon is guaranteed next year. Because there's no time for Typhoon. That's quite a long wait now that I realize it. Typhoon becomes a February operator. So that's how it will be. And then Dorothy's Vision rerun, Design of Strife, the new event, and then the Black Steel event, followed by Chapter 13. Before you get the next limited banner. Yes, looks like the perfect calendar predictions. What do you think? How do you feel about the schedule of AK? Like it, don't like it? Wish for more, wish for less? What? We're fucked? How fucked are you feeling and why are you feeling fucked? I mean, I already showed you where the fuckedness is, right? I already showed you that this banner is definitely not happening this year. Because there's no time. Meh, but okay. Yosta will snap their fingers and its schedule will crumble. Monster Hunter in October, Lone Trail in January. No, Lone Trail is... Wait, you cannot say Lone Trail in January because it is confirmed. Okay, the most confirmed event that we definitely know that is coming months ahead is the summer event. It's 100%. I'm telling you, do you see this date prediction? This is fixed. Everything else can change. This is already confirmed by the dev. They didn't say it. It's just... It is implied because Yosta JP is holding a convention next year again. And the convention next year already has a summer theme. So yeah. There is no way that they do a... Oh, Lone Trail shifted to next year. You guys are insane if you think that way. No way. But yeah, true. There's a 1 month gap between each limited banner. Like Monster Hunter banner ends, you get a 1 month gap, you get Lone Trail. Lone Trail ends, you get a 1 month gap, you get a Alter. You actually... Wait, from this banner onwards to the next 3 limited banners, you are only having a 1 month gap each time to hold for the next banner. So you are screwed. But then again, that's what CN did. Like, CN felt the same pain. Yeah, it's just R6S times. Don't forget IS3 4th ending DLC. So I put the IS3... No, I haven't put the DLC yet, but the DLC is confirmed here. I don't know if I'll put it in the schedule or not. Should I put it in the schedule? IS3 DLC 1. This will be blue, I guess? I can't remember what color I chose this for. Maybe it's this color. Lavender. Yeah, lavender. Then... DLC 2 will appear... It appears on month 6, right? We're on month 3 now. Month 4? Month 5? Month 6. I think I'll appear in Lone Trail then. They'll probably put it together in one as a way to hype up the event. Wait. No, is Lone Trail the event with no stream for EN? That is so sad. Lone Trail deserves a live stream. God. Lone Trail deserves a celebration. The summer one, I can sleep. You see, the banner is so weird that I'm already predicting IS4 happens together with the next limited as well. I think this is probably the case. Unless they shift it so far back. But like, yeah, I'm just gonna say that it probably appears on Anniversary IS4. That's all my predictions for this year's schedule. CN NF is eating good while EN NF just gets some ops in swimwear, pretty much. That's just how it is. Lone Trail is intermezzi. Oh, it gets immediately ported in. That's great. Deserves. I mean, it's an important story, so yeah. Okay, anyways, that's all the scheduling. Will I make this into a video? I'm gonna say yes. It's been a while since I made a scheduled video. I kind of held my back on my own and procrastinated. But I will turn this into a video, like the whole schedule, so that at least people are aware 1 month down the road as to what's to come. Oh, I just remembered something. There is one more event that I can name after this limited banner event. And you know what that event is? It is Zero Kusano Rerun. There you go. Let me find a link to my calendar. I had the link before. I just don't know where the. I have to wait. Let me go and check. How do I share this thing? Paper. How do I share the link? Oh, settings and sharing. I see it now. You can! Does it work? Hopefully it works for you guys. I'll probably turn it into like a shortened link so that people can use it in your own ways. Just let me know if it works, because I set it as a public link. Alright. Calendar done. Okay, I want to give you guys a bit of a life update as to what's going to happen for me as well. Because I begin school next week. And even before I begin school, I'm losing my sleep. Although I'm technically losing my sleep at my own actions for the fact that I've been staying up late at night because the competition that I'm watching, the Valorant competition that I'm watching, is always at 3 AM. So imagine me going out for a watch party at 3 AM to 6 AM. That's basically what I did yesterday. But I'm gonna try to get my sleep schedule back on track because I have to prepare for classes. Now, last semester when I was in university, I had a very bad time because I was in school. Let me see my schedule again, because I have pictures of my schedule previously. So I had school on... I'm confused. I don't even understand my own schedule. I had school on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That was my schedule last sem. And I also had other accidental commitments at that point in time. So it really wasn't that easy to like get videos out. Every day felt like a busy day for me. But yeah, that was this year. Last semester. Last semester was January to May for me. And now I'm going into a new semester, which is August to November of this year. So I arrange my schedule strategically, okay, to my upcoming university students, whether you are one now or you're going to be one next time. Supposedly, university, you have more liberty to choose what you study. So when you do that, you also get to choose what class you enter. So the strategy, it's like I'm making an AK strategy, that I gone for was to put my classes on 2 days. And I hate waking up in the morning. And so, the only thing that I think I can grandly celebrate with everyone here is I have no morning classes. Let's fucking go. Like, yeah, I don't have to wake up. My classes start at 12. I'm happy after 4 semesters of being in university that I put no morning classes. But you know what's the other reserve? I put night classes. I swear, night classes is gonna hit different. Because the class is from 7 PM to 10 PM. And so I have a class from like 12 to 3. And I have a class from 7 to 10. Which I honestly think night classes is a vibe. Because I'm a night person. Like, so I'm just gonna be spending my Tuesday and my Wednesday in school that way. That I'll be in school from 12 to 10 with like a break in the middle. So, and then I like four classes. What time is my other class? 12. So at least like, even though I end my school at 10 p.m. On the Tuesday, it's not like I'm going to school in the morning the next day. I can get home late, and then afterwards I go to bed, and I still have time for later on. So I basically freed up my time from from Thursday to Monday. If you all realize what I'm going for here, that it becomes a thing where I will probably not stream that much on a Tuesday at all. Unless an event has to fall that day, which is fine because I am coming home late anyways. So if I come home late and then all of a sudden, oh, new event falls on a Tuesday, then fine. I'll stream it at like 1 a.m. my country time. I'll probably go to bed at 3 or 4 and still not feel bad because my class is in the afternoon. So I will still survive, basically. But for other days, I made it very, very free. So that is the very reason why previously I had a schedule in mind. Like last semester, I had a schedule in mind, which I was saying I wanted to do account reviews on Sunday. Or I just wanted Sunday to be a constant AK stream. For the fact that if I could do account reviews, I could do like recruitment, handholds and whatever, Sunday could have been the day. But that was a bad choice last semester. And you know why? I have class in the morning. Like this was my own Monday schedule where the class is at 8 a.m. And I wanted to stream at night every Sunday, which was a stupid idea. But I have no classes on Monday now. And usually, here's the thing. I have no classes on Monday. Usually, students have classes on Monday. So you know what that means? I can stream at night and not care about waking up in the morning to be rudely awoken by my project mates saying they want a morning meeting, because probably no one has time to do a morning meeting. And therefore, I am fixing Sunday as a stream day. And that stream day, I fix it for pure Arknights. Pure. It will be anything that I want to do about AK. In before I jinx myself and then everyone says, hey, actually we're free on Monday morning. Let's meet on Monday instead. I'm just gonna tell them I'm not a morning person. Let's not freaking do that. Leave me alone. Well, I don't know all my project teams. I know one of my project teams. And one of my project teams, I'm well aware that my members are late night sleepers. Because one of them will play FIFA in the night. The other two sleeps very early. Therefore, we will probably not do night meetings. And we'll probably not do morning meetings because the guy playing FIFA will not wake up early. So my Sunday nights are free. Okay, wait. I ban nighttime and morning time onto all the people I meet in school. I just don't want nighttime and morning time to be interfered. Like morning time is my sleep time, nighttime is my let me have a chill day time. So there's that. Yeah, so Sunday will be sort of a fixed stream. That's why if you see my schedule, the coming Sunday, which is what, 4 days from now? 3 days from now? I'm doing AK account reviews. And the prophecy has relived itself again. Like, the last time that I did the reviews was apparently in October last year. I cannot believe I'm saying this out of my mouth, but I'm not kidding. I remember I did that stream, and I freaking said I will not be reviewing the next account in 1 year. And I flipping did. It's a year. It's been a year, Cookie. You have not reviewed the next account. So, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Okay, we're going back on schedule. So that Sunday stream, right? I already put up like the name list, the old name list, and we will try to finish that name list in one stream. But it's a lot of people. There's 25 people, although I foresee not all 25 people will be there. So maybe about 10 to 15 people. But we will do what we can. Some of those people, I feel like I reviewed them already, and I just didn't clean up the queue. So I need to figure out who have I reviewed and who have I not, because I want to give chance to other people anyways. I'm thinking whether there's any point. So this one is a thing I'll leave it to chat. Like you guys can give me your thoughts on this. So in the far past, when I did account reviews, I usually do it without chatting with anyone. You know, the way that I love to do reviews is that I love to just hop into people's account. I love to see the operators that you have. Although it's hit the point where a lot of you have very stacked accounts. So honestly, it interests me more to see newer accounts. Like, I don't really see the point of looking at masteries and whatnot and what you built, because I see that in most people's accounts anyways. So I honestly prefer hopping into people's stages to see the way that they play the stages, whether they got a cool gameplay or they got some secrets lying in there. I don't mind looking into your squads. I can look a bit into the story of your account. Like if your account has a story and that's why you're requested for account review, like you want to say, Cookie, go look at acquisition date and like see my first few 6 stars or when I got this guy. Like, yeah, okay, I don't mind doing that. But I won't like, oh, you got this 6 star, that 6 star, because guys, we're at the point of AK where there's like 60 over 6 stars. So I'm going to get bored of looking at the same faces. I will look at your base when doing your account reviews, especially if you design your dom. I would be interested. I will judge all 2-4 trees. Not because it's wrong. Maybe because I can. I'll judge all 2-4 trees, but it's okay. No, but I'll even better judge all 3-3 trees. All 3-3 trees are exiled. 2-4 trees with 4 trading posts are even more grilled. So you don't go changing your setup for the sake of the stream, yeah? That's not fun. I want your account to be authentic and that you mean what you do. So no lying for the sake of like a clout or a storyline. Alright, just show me what your account is and I'll click around, I'll see things, have a bit of fun in what's going on. So that's the usual way that I do account reviews. But then I remember last year I did a bit of a change where when doing account reviews with people, I would usually give the option of whether you want to call, like speak to me via call. But I realized those ways of doing reviews takes a lot of time per person. Like, one person reviewing could take up to 30 minutes because we could chat over your account for quite long. So the thing that I'm going to ask now is, would you all prefer to still have that kind of conversation in the account reviews? Or would you all rather not have it? Or would you all rather have it, but those who request for calling do something to deserve it? Like, for example, spend a painful amount of channel points just so that you can call. Okay, so I'm gonna do a poll. Yeah. Okay, I've set up the poll. If you say it depends, I have to figure out what the depends is. Like, what's the conditions that I'll set. Interviews for something entirely separate, like AK Hangout. No lah, I wouldn't put it into the point where it's like a hangout. No, of course, consent to speak. The problem is, so this was what happened in the previous time when they did account reviews. Everyone wanted to call, but I realized it was always very long. So it's very hard to go to the next person. Huh? Okay, so a lot of you say it depends. So if that's the case, okay, then I might do it like this. What if you have... We'll talk about life story. No, I won't mention life. Actually, no, I would. I would love to find out more about you, especially if you call. It's just natural for me. If as a player, I would love to find out where you're from, how you're doing, what the heck got you to play the game. Like, I want to find out more about who you are. No, it's okay if some of you don't want to call. I'm not saying that you have to. Let me only call if you see something cursing in the account. Okay, then one thing that I might... this depends. What if I set a timer? But it feels so sad. It's like, in the final minutes and you have to wrap up words. I'll be sad. Alright, time is up. We're going to the next person. Bye. I can't afford to do that as well. Use points to top up! Add 3 minutes to the clock. 5,000 channel points. Shit, still running out of time? Add more channel points. Okay, so this is something that I might do a bit different about account reviews as well. I might make account reviews instead of it like, oh, anyone can review. I also do think that one way of making it a bit more fun for people to watch it is, what if I made account reviews thematic? So what if I do such streams where I'm like, I just want the whole stream to have only people who mentions to me that they think they have the best free-to-play account. Or I want to find the most pay-to-win, not pay-to-win, but just the most expensive account. Or I want someone who can show me they are truly the best cat owners of the game. Or someone who can say that I have the weirdest strategies that I do to farm every event. Like, what if I set it such that there is always a team? So that at least you get an idea before you watch the stream. Like, you're not just gonna come in for random stuff. You're coming in with the idea of, we're about to find the weirdest accounts, the bestest accounts. We get to see some lower level accounts for a stream. You get the whole context. You prefer a true random. Wait, so yeah, let's go for this. another poll, and I'm just gonna make it 1 minute. Okay.
眠ってやがんのか。いいじゃねえか。ちょっとうるさくしてやる。
Okay, so I'm doing a poll. How should account reviews be done? Of course, the one this Sunday has no team. The one this Sunday is just me trying to clear the queue. What is thematic? Thematic means I set it that the stream is, for example, me saying I want to find the person who is the biggest tonsin. And I want you to do everything you can in your account to prove it. You are going so do a mix of both. That's what most people are saying. 1 week thematic, 1 week random. Okay, then I'll go and think about how to fulfill that. I mean, I'm asking you all for ideas so that at least I'm aware what sort of stream are you very, very eager to watch. Okay, that's fun. So yeah, I mean, for now I'm not certain on the way the account reviews will appear, but just for this Sunday it's true random. So that's one of the streams that will come back after I fixated a Sunday. It doesn't mean that account review is every Sunday, by the way. I'm just saying that AK will always appear on Sunday. Like, I might still do something else on that Sunday anyways. And there are other days that I also stream AK. Then, the Sunday after that, so this Sunday is for account reviews. The next Sunday after that is to do recruitment. So there's actually a lot of people with so many recruitments, and the way that I will do it is I will clear off some of the queue. I do understand that recruitment is a bit tricky on stream because of a lot of times I can of course use the time to buffer, give your stories, life stories, game stories. You ask me questions, I give you answers as we are like dying the recruitments. There might be times that I consider doing a penalty of sorts just for the fun of the stream. Like, if I don't get, I don't know, every cross tag makes me do something. Maybe that will happen. But I'll try to make it interesting, basically, to watch the recruitment streams. Because they are probably the draggier streams of like nothing much goes on. It's just you seeing a man click buttons for like the whole few hours. You know, so I'll basically make it innovative to make it fun to be around. But there's really a lot of you with like hundreds of recruitments. And you want to know how many recruitments do I have on my end? Bro. Before I even do my 1000 recruitment stream, I'm about to cook up a 2000. You know what I'm gonna do with this? I want to find out in 1000 recruitments, is it possible to get Indra or Vulcan? Because I'm so frustrated that my Indra and Vulcan are still pot 1. I just save up 4 digits of recruitments. Why are you all recruiting? Okay, wait. This is calling out everyone. Why are you recruiting every single flipping day? I know some of you will say for green certs. But if you want green certs, why are you not waiting till you see a 4-star tag? Easy daily, but you can clear the daily without recruitment. If it's for certs, why are you recruiting every day? Why are you doing this with no tags? Or this, the poor strategy, 9 hours. not the 7-hour 40 strategy. You mean why hoard? Then you make it fun, right? If you hoard, you can see what happens in the 1,000 pools. Bro, you'll be rich. Imagine the amount of green certs I'm getting at the end of this stream. Oh, I cannot wait. All the yellow certs coming into my account. Actually, you're not wrong. You know how long does it take to do 1,000 recruitment pools? It's probably gonna be 4 to 5 hours. I'm gonna be thinking. But okay, wait. Anyone who's addicted to gacha, because if you're addicted to gacha, recruitment pools are the very thing that will fulfill your gacha addiction. No? It's the most cost-free way of feeling gacha. Like, come on, Orandums, you get it here, you lose it all, but then recruitment, like you save, and then all of a sudden you get that, wow, 1,000 pools! But yeah, I will do 1,000 recruitments. But okay, here's the thing. I will do 1,000 recruitments. I don't know how to turn that into a YouTube video. Because it's literally going to be a 5-hour journey trying to be converted into like 10 minutes. So I gotta think about how to actually fulfill that. And I'm not gonna upload the VOD because it's boring. We gotta get Dorothy for recruitment. Who's even in recruitment now? Who's the 6 stars now? Rosa. I already got my pot 6 Rosa, so I don't need Rosa anymore. Oh my god, wait! Lei Zi's in recruitment! Guys, the game is cooking! Cooking! That missing Lei Zi's for me, man. There's Elysian, there's Asbestos, Tsukinogi, they're on hard. When will they update recruitment? There's gonna be another recruitment update in Lone Trail. I feel like there is. And it might be for taunts. Yeah, so... Oh well, but yeah, we'll do a recruitment stream. I won't recruit on my own account first. I'll recruit for those people who have requested for a long time. That stream will be very long. I will figure out how to get through so many of your recruitment pools. I know there are some people who requested on stream requests and like directly ask me, hey, can you do this number, can you do that number? But the problem is, let me clear out the old stuff, then I'll ask again. So that's the whole ideas of it when it comes to the next 2 weeks. I will be playing Monster Hunter on the Saturday before, so the next Saturday. The Monster Hunter that I bought is Monster Hunter World, not Rise. So some people are saying, yeah, I realized all of you kept saying Rise or World, but no, I went for World. And I will not be watching any guides. I will not be playing with anyone on that day. I will be playing entirely on my own. So, I don't know anything. I will be a clueless bugger. And I will just enjoy. So that's it. Okay. This is something I want to try to make time for. I'm not 100% certain that this will come true. But I recall that there was someone recently in my stream who was like, Cookie, are you gonna play the same 3 games on the stream? Where it's just AK, Val, and what's the last one? Some Voltex. Because these are the 3 games that I repetitively play. Of course, there was Danganronpa, but Danganronpa's gone now because I finished Danganronpa. And I probably won't... I mean, I don't mind streaming Ultra Despair Girls, because I have not played that yet. But I kind of want to give more opportunities to certain other games as well. that I really, really want to play in my free time. So if I'm able to manage it after, so it might not, I don't think it's going to happen this month, unfortunately. This might happen next month. I may dedicate a day or even 2 days to put it onto other game titles. And that way, if I play other game titles, whatever that I pick up, we don't pause. Okay? We don't get the, my god, when is Cookie gonna play episode 4 or episode 5 of DGRP? Okay? We start something, we finish it fast with no suspense. Basically. But you know what's the issue about starting something and wanting to finish it fast? That's impossible for Elden Ring. And I want to play Elden Ring. I've never played Elden Ring before. But, yeah, I do want to pick up Elden Ring. Because I do have the game. And I really, really want to try Cyberpunk one day. But those 2 games probably will not happen this year. No. One of them will probably happen this year. But I probably will play 2 at once. Like, pick one AA title and you can only stick to the AA title. But there are other things that I definitely want to be trying together with you guys. So, next Thursday, I think. Next Friday, I am playing yet another new game. So I played a new game yesterday. That was a sponsored stream. And then next Friday is another new game. And it is another game where a company hit me up to ask me to play. But that's a non-sponsored stream. And I said, let me play the game. And you know why I said let me play the game? It looks fucking cool. They're like, we're gonna give some game codes out. We hope for some people to play. And I said, yeah, show me the trailer. I watched it. And I'm like, it looks fucking fun. So, that game is a tower defense game. And it's a Steam game. No gacha. Steam game. It's a one-time purchase game. So, we will play that next Friday. Alright? That's gonna be fun. So yeah, there's really just a lot of different titles that I want to play in for you guys. And if I'm able to lock down the date, my preferred date of playing it is most likely gonna be Saturday. So like, it becomes a thing where AK is a Sunday stream, and then the other games are more like for a Saturday stream. Will Friday have many streams? I think I'm just gonna reserve my Friday night for my friends rather than to do stream. You know, one of the biggest issues with my older, like my past schedules being so not free all the time is I don't have enough time to stream or make videos. I also don't have enough time to meet my friends. My friends are all asking me, what's up with you? Where have you gone? And I'm like, I'm alive. So at least now I'm just gonna like lock it down and say, this is the untouchable day of, yeah, I'll put it onto people, basically. So there's gonna be a bit more of a schedule stream so that it's more consistent and that you guys know when to catch up. And you notice that the screen time that I always choose is kind of about the same. Usually, that is at 8 PM. My country's time is currently 11 PM. Although I do notice that more of you watch around this current hour, but I mean, I'm going to stream for a few hours anyways, every time I stream. So, it's going to be the point of like 8 PM Singapore time, which is 5 AM US time. For Europe, you have it good. It's in the afternoon for you. And I'll probably end stream at about 2 or 3 AM Singapore time, which is 12 PM US time. And at least I get that sort of encompass of, hey, all 3 regions gets to watch in one day. Yes, exactly. I need a touch grass day, guys, One is to catch up with my friends, and two is to touch more grass so that at some point, I should wait. I'm trying to phrase this correctly. I cannot find the right word. Fuck! I cannot find the correct word to say it in a way that is implicit and not implicit, so that I can make someone magically appear. You get the point. Yeah. I'm trying to get into my Steam. It's asking me to go into my Steam mobile app, and I do not know where's my Steam mobile app. You have been locked out. Sign in to continue. What the shit? And then are you gonna ask me to log into my Steam desktop and get authenticator password? Wait, I swear this is trolling. If they ask me to log into my Steam app. Oh! No. Wait. Security note, you should only need to enter a code if your phone does not have internet access. Never give your code to another user or website. Guys, my code is NGGU. Got it? Got it? Yeah. Oh, now I get to see my Steam games. And what do I own? Yeah, I have way too many titles that I want to play with you guys. I want to play some horror. You all want some horror? You want to see me scared to death? You know, there's this one game title that I don't dare to pick up. I was gifted this game title by someone, and I don't freaking dare to play it. I played Outlast in the past. But you know what I didn't play? I didn't play Outlast 2. And I have Outlast 2. And I'm terrified of Outlast 2. So yeah, I'll find opportunities for those stuff. Alright. Anyways, I will chat with you all more tomorrow during the Invitation to Wine rerun. Around this same time, okay, more like 1 hour after this timing. We will play the event and then enjoy ourselves. Tonight, I'm gonna go for an early sleep because I am so sleepless the past few days. So yeah. I'll let you all know. Anyways, I got my schedule over on my Discord server, so if you want to see the schedule, just go in there, look at the channel. There's a schedule channel that tells you all the things that I want to do. So yeah. Oh, and look forward to some news videos tomorrow, as well as my Chongyue video. Good night. Let me rate someone before you all go. Who's around? Who is streaming? Vidi streaming? Oh, wait! Before you all go, I just remembered! Because this guy's name on the stream reminded me. Oh my gosh, I should have said this just now. I'll bring back hand hosts. That's all you need to know. Okay, let's read. Oh my god, that's probably the wrong. I will bring back hand holes starting from the Monster Hunter event. See you. Bye bye. I bounce back home. Bye bye.